IIT Kanpur versus IIT Kharagpur versus IIT Roorkee. In this video, we have an interesting collection of know-hows regarding the most celebrated IITs of our times: IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, and IIT Roorkee. The contrast study between the three IITs is based on the NIRF rankings of the year 2021. The Indian Institute of Technology Kanpur, ranking 4th best in the country according to the NIRF 2021 ranking, was established in 1959 with a vision to create, disseminate, and translate knowledge in science, engineering, and allied disciplines that will best serve the society. IIT Kharagpur, majorly known for its rich history, is the first of its kind to be established in 1951 and is also recognized as the Indian Institute of National Importance. Ranking at number 5 in the IITs, Kharagpur has made its unique mark in the list of prestigious institutes. From Arvind Kejriwal, the Chief Minister of Delhi, to Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google, they have all been carved by the intellect of this prestigious institution. IIT Roorkee, with all of its splendor and glory, prides itself as one of the oldest institutes, being established in 1847. Ranking the 6th best in the enormous list of engineering colleges in India, according to the NIRF ranking, it's been one of the personal favorites of the top-notch rank holders of the JEE Advanced for the past many years. IIT Roorkee still remains a perpetual choice for all IIT aspirants. Welcome to College Suggest. Let's get deep into everything you need to know among the best of the best. IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, and IIT Roorkee. Teaching, learning, and resources. Approved intake. Delving into the course details, IIT Kanpur offers 8 BTech courses, 15 MTech courses, and 10 dual programs. On the other hand, IIT Kharagpur offers 15 BTech programs, 35 dual degrees and BArch courses, 58 PG programs, and other Ph.D. programs. For IIT Roorkee, there are 12 BTech courses, 45 MTech programs, and 15 dual degree courses. Delving deeper into the details of approved intake, student strength, faculty information of the respective IITs gives us an overview of the status quo of these institutes. IIT Kanpur witnessed a constant 827 UG seats for its 4-year program for both 2018 and 2019. In 2020, there was a slight increase in the number of seats to 910, and finally in 2021, the approved intake was at 907. At IIT Kanpur, the 2-year PG program saw an increase of 10.31% from 896 seats in 2020 to 999 in 2021. IIT Kharagpur intakes 785 UG students for its 4-year program, 1,207 students for its PG 2-year program, 15 students for its PG 3-year program, and 756 students for its PG integrated program, as well as 12 students for its PG 6-year program. All of this for the year 2021. Last year was no different, with 676 students for the UG 4-year program, 1,327 students for the PG 2-year program, 15 students for the PG 3-year program, and 664 students for the PG integrated program. In 2019, there was an approved intake of just 656 students for the UG 4-year program, 15 students for the PG 3-year program, and 645 students for the PG integrated program. At IIT Roorkee, 2018 observed 845 seats, which then reduced to 815 seats for the UG 4-year program in 2019. In 2020, a small escalation of 7.28% was observed, realizing 879 seats, and in 2021, an all-time higher 959 seats was observed at IIT Roorkee. The PG 2-year program saw a slight increase from 669 seats in 2020 to 707 seats in 2021, while the PG integrated program observed 90 seats in 2018, which then escalated by 30.77% in 2019, realizing 130 seats. In 2020, it was 134 seats, and finally in 2021, a 7.59% increase, making it 145 seats. Student stats. Weighing the balances on the student strength, IIT Kanpur has a total student strength of a massive 5,266 engineering students across all years, while IIT Kharagpur has a higher ranking with 8,679 ambitious students for the year 2021. For IIT Roorkee, the student strength is an appreciable 5,307, similar to Kanpur. However, the clear winner here is IIT Kharagpur. The percentage of male students adds up to 87.54% boys to 12.46% girls in IIT Kanpur, while that of male students in IIT Kharagpur amounts to 86.83% and girls make up 13.67% of the total strength. The male-female percentage breakdown at IIT Roorkee comprises 86.3% boys and 13.7% girls. While for 2020, IIT Roorkee has 87.78% boys and 12.22% girls. IIT Kharagpur follows 88.26% boys and 11.74% girls. And finally, IIT Kanpur has an even greater 89.45% of boys and girls being a minimal 10.55%. Like most of the IITs, all of them also have a greater inclination for male students. However, the gradual progression in embracing female students is commendable, especially for IIT Roorkee. Faculty stats. The solid foundation of every IIT is nurtured by their phenomenal faculty, staff, and students, organically engendering a robust deep technology and an entrepreneurship ecosystem. To cater to these brilliant minds, IIT Kanpur in 2018 had 418 faculty members. In 2019, it was 413. In 2020, they had a total of 436 faculty members, which in 2021 increased to a commendable 481, with a stellar 100% holding a doctorate. This leaves IIT Kanpur with a faculty-student ratio of 1:11. In 2020, over 60 professors from IIT Kanpur received esteemed national and international awards for their research and innovation from various government agencies. The award-winning faculty team has guided 96 students last year to bag international awards for research, innovation, and design. IIT Kharagpur's graph depicts an escalation from 644 faculty members in 2018 to 699 in 2019 and 717 faculty members in 2020 to a much reduced 557 in 2021, with 98.92% of them holding a doctorate. This grants IIT Kharagpur a promising faculty-to-student ratio of 1:16. Yet another striking factor being the 91 eminent professors from IIT Kharagpur procuring illustrious national and international awards for their research and performance from a plethora of government agencies in 2020. The guidance of these award-winning faculty members aided 22 students to securing multiple international awards in the last year. The faculty strength at IIT Roorkee is 423 for 2018, 414 for 2019, and in 2020 it was 477. This year saw an escalation of 8.8%, reaching an appreciable 523 professors, with 99.43% of them holding a Ph.D. Another commendable aspect of IIT Roorkee is the wholesome 1:10 faculty-to-student ratio. The fascinating feature is the 87 distinguished professors from IIT Roorkee who have received prestigious national and international awards from central government agencies last year. Was this phenomenon limited to the faculty alone? No, with 28 students bagging international recognition in 2020. IIT Roorkee is a champion when it comes to the student-faculty ratio, while the surefire winner here is IIT Kharagpur with the highest number of faculty members. Resources. IIT Kanpur has spent over 102 crores this year as its annual capital expenditure. The capital expenses in 2020 was 91 crores, and in 2019, IIT Kanpur had a capital expenditure that amounted to 86 crores. The annual capital expenditure at IIT Kharagpur in 2021 was 72 crores. 2020 utilized an annual capital expenditure that escalated by 21.74%, amounting to 92 crores, and finally 2019 employed 81 crores as capital expenses. The annual capital expenditure in 2021 for IIT Roorkee is a massive 114 crores. 2020 observed an increase of 26.45%, with the capital expenses amounting to 155 crores. And in 2019, the capital expenditure was at 111 crores. Simultaneously, the operational expenditure for IIT Kanpur in 2021 was a luxurious 693 crores, while 2020 saw a slight reduction by 9.96%, amounting to 624 crores, and in 2019, the operational expenditure saw a further de-escalation of 15.54%, resulting in 527 crores. The operational expenditure deployed this year at IIT Kharagpur was a colossal 601 crores. 2020 also observed a similar figure of 564 crores as operational expenses, and 340 crores was spent in 2019 by IIT Kharagpur as operational expenditure. This year witnessed an operational expenditure of a splendid 364 crores at IIT Roorkee in 2020. The operational expenses were diminished by 24.18%, reaching 276 crores, and 258 crores were utilized as operational expenses in 2019. Therefore, considering all of these factors, IIT Kanpur has scored an incredible 86.71%. IIT Kharagpur has a remarkable 80.51%, and IIT Roorkee has a notable 79.28% in teaching, learning, and resources, contributing to 30% of the overall NIRF score. Research and professional practice. The last 3 years at IIT Kanpur noticed a significant upswing in the number of patents published from 36 in 2019 to an increased 45 in 2020, and in 2021 it reached a commendable 70. The number of patents granted has also increased from 22 to 26 to 40 over the respective years. The number of patents published and granted by IIT Kharagpur over the last 3 years has been 0. The number of patents published by IIT Roorkee has observed a gradual growth from 6 in 2019 to 22 in 2020. Ultimately, in 2021, the publishing patents were at a similar 23. The number of patents granted was observed to be 2 in 2019, 3 in 2020, and finally 5 in 2021, thus making IIT Kanpur triumphant in patents being published and granted. The shared vision of a stellar R&D that facilitates global development is the magic pill of every IIT. The profound research at IIT Kanpur can be glanced through 610 projects in 2018, 696 sponsored projects in 2019, which escalated by 5.43% in 2020, reaching 736. In 2021, there was a 14.62% increase, making it the highest at 862 sponsored projects. The sponsored research fund at IIT Kanpur in 2018 was 139 crores. In 2019, this was much higher at 174 crores. Last year saw an 11.67% increase in funds, amounting to 197 crores. And in 2021, an even greater 17.22% escalation was observed, reaching 238 crores. IIT Kharagpur testifies to an ebb and flow with the sponsored projects in 2018, being a minimal 272. In 2019, it was 627, 2.3 times greater than 2018. In 2020, the projects were at an all-time high of 700, and in 2021, a steep de-escalation by 78%, realizing a minimal 154 sponsored projects. The sponsored research fund in 2018 was a meager 92 crores. This observed a striking 205 crores in 2019, a 34.63% reduction in 2020, making it 134 crores. And in 2021, the research fund was 2 times lower, amounting to a minimal 64 crores. IIT Roorkee saw 144 sponsored projects in 2018, 183 projects in 2019, a reduced 159 projects did actualize in 2020. In 2021, the number of sponsored projects observed was 163. The sponsored research fund at IIT Roorkee in 2018 was a minimal 30 crores. In 2019, it was at 47 crores. This fund witnessed an escalation amounting to 55 crores in 2020. In 2021, a 33.73% increase was observed, suggesting an increased 83 crores as sponsored research funding. Again, IIT Kanpur tops the list when it comes to sponsored projects and their funding. Simultaneously, the consultancy projects at IIT Kanpur in 2018 were at 187, 261 consultancy projects in 2019, a slight reduction of 246 projects in 2020, and this year saw a 21.9% escalation, reaching 315 consultancy projects. However, the consultancy project fund affirmed a similar funding each year, the least being 21 crores in 2018. In 2019, the consultancy project fund was at 30 crores. Then in 2020, it was accorded 27 crores, which then magnified in 2021 and reached 31 crores. At the same time, IIT Kharagpur affirms 149 projects in 2018, 277 consultancy projects in 2019, 290 projects in 2020, and a 2 times reduced 142 consultancy projects in 2021. The funding for 2018 is at a very minimal 8 crores, then follows a de-escalation pattern from a striking 29 crores in 2019 to 27 crores in 2020 as a consultancy project fund, and in 2021 it was at a much lower 19 crores. However, IIT Roorkee has the highest number of consultancy projects, 771 in 2018, a mammoth 1,051 in 2019, with an 18.36% reduction, amounting to 858 consultancy projects, and an even reduced 783 projects was observed this year. This funding for consultancy projects at IIT Roorkee, which was at 49 crores in 2018, a reduced 40 crores in 2019. In 2020, it increased further to 58 crores. 2021 observed an escalation of 7.94%, amounting to 63 crores. The clear winner here is IIT Roorkee. IIT Kanpur has a total of 1,768 Ph.D. members this year, and 236 scholars graduated with a Ph.D. in 2021, 203 in 2020, 186 in 2019, 158 in 2018, a gradual progression. However, the absolute winner here is IIT Kharagpur, which has 2,963 Ph.D. scholars. In 2021, 402 scholars graduated with a Ph.D. and 345 in 2020, a figure that stood at 282 in 2019 and 256 in 2018. At the same time, IIT Roorkee has 2,114 Ph.D. members in 2021, with 249 graduating this year, and a slightly higher 290 in 2020, 275 scholars in 2019, and a reduced 207 Ph.D. students in 2018. This has granted IIT Kanpur a stunning score of 83.13%. IIT Kharagpur with an amazing 88.59%, and IIT Roorkee a fair 78.13% in research and professional practices, which contributes to another 30% of the NIRF score. Graduation outcomes. From the UG program at IIT Kanpur, a fantastic 95.52% of students graduated within the minimum stipulated time this year. In 2020, the graduation percentage was slightly higher at 95.89%, and in 2019, the number of students who graduated stood at a sensational 97.53%. Delving into the UG program, 68.85% of students graduated this year at IIT Kharagpur, while in 2020, there was an appreciable 83.99%, and in 2019, the graduation percentage was 74.1%. In the UG program at IIT Roorkee, a significant 94.07% of students graduated this year. In 2020, the figure was one with close proximity at 93.75%, and in 2019, the graduation percentage was at 91.46%. The graduation percentage among the three being the highest at IIT Kanpur. Also moving on to the placement percentage of IIT Kanpur, the UG program in 2021 stood at a stellar 99.78%. Last year, the number of students placed were 93.18%, and finally, in 2019, IIT Kanpur observed a placement percentage of 88.06%. At IIT Kharagpur, the number of students placed this year echoed a striking 99.28%. A fine 90.66% was the placement percentage in 2020, and in 2019, a consistent 90.72% of students were placed from IIT Kharagpur. The number of students placed this year at IIT Roorkee is a phenomenal 100%. In 2020, the placement percentage was no different, and in 2019, 99.83% of students were placed. The surefire winner here is IIT Roorkee, placing every student that graduated this year. The median salary offered at IIT Kanpur is a terrific 17 lakh per annum. In 2020, placed students were presented with 15 lakh per annum, and the median salary in 2019 was a good 14 lakh per annum. In 2018, it was a reduced 13 lakh per annum. The median salary offered to place students at IIT Kharagpur this year stands at a good 16 lakh per annum. 2020 had a median salary of 14.2 lakh per annum. 2019 granted place students 12.7 lakh per annum and a mere 12 lakh per annum in 2018. The median salary this year was at a smashing 17.5 lakh per annum at IIT Roorkee. Last year, the salary package was at 14.5 lakh per annum, and in 2019, the place students were offered a median salary of 13.2 lakh per annum. Lastly, in 2018, it was at a much lower 9.8 lakh per annum. Once more, IIT Roorkee tops the list in the median salary offered to place students. The behemoths in this industry that hire from the celebrated IITs are Cognizant, Google, Microsoft, IBM, JP Morgan, TCS, Wipro, ONGC, and Opera Solutions, to name just a few. This has engendered IIT Kanpur to score 89.79%, IIT Kharagpur an admirable 83.01%, and IIT Roorkee an impressive 90.74% in graduation outcomes, contributing to 20% of the NIRF score. Outreach and inclusivity. Now let's explore the diversity that one gets to relish at an IIT campus, a crucial aspect that has a direct impact on your experience and exposure at the campus. This can be elucidated by the breakup of the student community here. IIT Kanpur has an overall student strength of 5,266, of which only 24.55%, that is 1,293, are from within Uttar Pradesh, while the lion's share of 75.26%, 3,963, are from various parts of our country. The remaining 10 students are from abroad. This heterogeneity is embraced as well as by IIT Kharagpur, having overall student strength of 8,679, a gargantuan 84.63%, or 7,345, are from outside the state, along with 27 students from abroad, while a mere 15.08%, or 1,309 students, are from within West Bengal. IIT Roorkee, with a student strength of 5,307, has a very reduced 3.86%, 205 students from within Uttarakhand, while a gargantuan share of students are from outside the state, which is 93.33%, 4,953, and a commendable 149 students from abroad. This has accorded IIT Kanpur a score of 55.96%, IIT Kharagpur of 58.46%, and ultimately IIT Roorkee stands at a top notch with 66.36% for outreach and inclusivity, which contributes to 10% of the NIRF score. Perception. IITs are one of the country's eulogized institutions, a craving too hard to resist for any engineering aspirant. IIT Kanpur has been a eulogized dream for every engineering aspirant, thereby furnishing it a glorious 87.05% from the public. IIT Kharagpur holds a significant mark in perception, just like in previous years. This year marks no difference, with IIT Kharagpur scoring a stellar 88.5% in perception, accorded after public opinion. IIT Roorkee also shares a shining perception by the public of 63.59%. Hence, perception contributes to an overall 10% of the NIRF score. Considering all of the scores mentioned above, in a plethora of parameters, IIT Kanpur has attained a comprehensive score of 83.22%. IIT Kharagpur ranks second at 82.03%, and IIT Roorkee has secured an exhaustive 78.08% in the NIRF ranking. Admission. IIT admits UG and PG students through JEE Advanced and GATE scores, respectively. Being one among the country's illustrious institutions, students are expected to have impressive scores to carve their way into the celebrated IITs, the magic pill to transform their dreams into a reality. Cutoff marks. The JEE Advanced 2020 qualifying marks, and this can be treated as expected, JEE Advanced 2021 cutoff. The cutoff with the opening and closing ranks of the year 2020 is for the first round of the CSE branch as given below. The opening rank for IIT Kanpur is 111 and the closing rank is 231, while for IIT Kharagpur the opening rank is 180 and 284 is the closing rank. Finally, for IIT Roorkee the opening rank is 255 and the closing rank is 421. Location. IIT Kanpur is located on the Grand Trunk Road, 15 kilometers from the west of Kanpur city in Uttar Pradesh and about 13.6 kilometers from the Kanpur Central Railway Station. The nearest airport with international connectivity is the Chaudhry Charan Singh International Airport, Lucknow, about 86 kilometers from the IIT Kanpur campus. IIT Kharagpur is located 120 kilometers west of Kolkata. The campus is located 5 kilometers away from the Kharagpur railway station, which is in West Midnapur district. The nearest airport to IIT Kharagpur is the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport, CCU, Kolkata, which is at a distance of 140 kilometers. IIT Roorkee is well connected with Haridwar, Dehradun, and Delhi by road and railway. The campus is situated 30 kilometers from the Haridwar Junction railway station. The nearest airport to IIT Roorkee is Dehradun's Jolly Grant Airport, But the most preferable airport nearest from IIT Roorkee is the Indira Gandhi International Airport, New Delhi, which is about 190 kilometers away. Campus life. The alluring IIT Kanpur embraces a 1,055-acre campus, while the sprawling campus at IIT Kharagpur is at 2,100 acres, and the luscious IIT Roorkee is at a much-reduced 365 acres. All the three campuses have facilities that include top-notch laboratories, comfortable classrooms, and so much more. They also have a separate hostel for boys and girls. All the institutions also house a sports facility for cricket, football, basketball, volleyball, lawn tennis, and badminton. Notably, both are active participants in the Inter-IIT Sports Meet. Now, the cultural festival of IIT Kanpur is the esteemed Antaragni 21. IIT Kharagpur has the dazzling Spring Fest, and Thomso is the Sassy Fest of IIT Roorkee, prodigious fests across India. Apart from the cultural fest, a myriad of technical events are also organized by these institutions. Fee structure. The approximate fee structure for UG students for the first semester is Rs 1,13,500. This is at IIT Kanpur. On a similar note, at IIT Kharagpur, it is at Rs 1,12,913 rupees, and finally at IIT Roorkee, it is at Rs 1,14,250 rupees for the first semester. Please note that the fees are subject to variation. Approximately, one pays around 8.38 lakhs as an overall fee at IIT Kanpur, 8.12 lakhs at IIT Kharagpur, and 8.65 lakhs at IIT Roorkee. However, the saving grace here is the median salary offered to place students. A massive 17 lakh per annum at IIT Kanpur, an impressive 16 lakh per annum at IIT Kharagpur, and a phenomenal 17.5 lakh per annum at IIT Roorkee, which means that you can earn back your fees in less than a year. Conclusion. Unraveling all of these facts and the performance of these institutions leave us with these fine picks, where all the three IITs have performed well under different metrics. While IIT Roorkee has fared well in salary packages, placements, and capital expenditure, IIT Kharagpur has outshined in student intakes, research, and innovation. IIT Kanpur remains the celebrated IIT among the students with a splendid graduation percentage and impressive operational expenditure. We can see that all the three colleges have brilliant faculty and infrastructure. All the three IITs motivate their students to innovate and create solutions to help the country solve pressing problems, thereby revolutionizing them from skilled professionals to future leaders of the nation. What other interesting college comparisons would you like to see? Let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And for more information, visit us at collegesuggest.com.